Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, we are celebrating the July movie anniversaries. Hey guys, what's up? If you're new, my name is Brittany, and today is July 1st! Woohoo! Like every first of the month, we start our pin series celebrating all of the movies that came out in the month. So today is, again, obviously July 1st. So we are celebrating all of the July movies. Now, there's only a couple, and it's not very much. I don't have a lot of pins. Well, one movie I have a lot of pins. The rest of them are like nothing. But we're still going to celebrate them because they're classics and they're amazing movies. So let's hop on in. So the very first one is a huge classic. Everybody loves it, or a lot of people love it. It's a huge collection for a lot of people. It's actually not really like my collection, like my favorite collection, but I have a lot of them. So I have a decent collection. The very first movie we are talking about is Alice in Wonderland, which is a huge classic. Everybody loves it. I know so many people who are big fans, big collectors of this movie. The very first pin I'm going to show is my very first ever Windows of Magic. I did show this a couple months back, but I have the Alice Windows of Magic. I love this pin. I adore this pin. It is so cool. And I'm so glad that it was my very first Windows of Magic pin because it just is flawless. I just really love all the colors, all the little details. It's phenomenal. Next, I'm going to be showing you another one of my favorite pins from Alice in Wonderland, and it is the Mad Hatter, and I always forget his name. It's something rabbit, hair, something, I don't know. But it's this fun little pin that does this little thing. And this was kind of part of a mystery pin that came out. I think it was once a month they let out a new pin. There was only 4 in the series, and it was a mystery, so it would show you the backing, and there would be 1 pin on it, and then there'd be 3 mystery spaces, and you wouldn't know what they were, even though you could kind of tell what they were. And I believe they're a limited edition of 3,000. I believe they were only a pass holders pin, I believe. So we ended up only getting 1. I had the option of getting all of them, but I don't know. I liked this one because there's not many of the hair or even Mad Hatter, so I was super excited and I wanted them in my collection. Next pin is a White Rabbit, and I believe this is off of a lanyard set. This actually was one of the very first pins we've ever gotten pin trading ever. I love it. I think he's so cute. The next pin I am showing you is Cheshire Cat. I know he's loved by many and hated by more, but he is really cool in my opinion. I think he's creepy, I think he's weird, but that's my style, so I love him. This pin is actually from, I believe it's Shanghai, if I'm correct. Yes, I am. And it's really cool because you pull this little tail and whoa! I love these style of pins. I think they're so cool. Next, we have the little doorknob. I love this character also. He's not in it very long, but I think he's really, really cool. Next, we have this little Alice pin. I believe she's from, I think it's like the Cuties set, something like that. I don't even remember, honestly. I'm sorry. I'll try and leave it on the screen, but I think it's from a Cuties collection. Next, I have 2 pins, and they are 2 hidden Mickeys, actually. So I'm going to show them at the same time, and they are Alice, and I don't know. Do the twin brothers have a little look kind of like how Chip and Dale have it, where you know how Chip's nose is black, so you can tell a difference? I don't know if there's a real way to tell aside from I think like their collar has their name or something, but this doesn't, so I don't know who it technically represents. But next we have the Queen of Hearts. It is a hidden Mickey. I love her. I really liked this whole series of the villains. I don't have all of them, unfortunately, but I really loved the black and white detail on it. I think it makes them spooky villains. Since we're talking about the Queen of Hearts, let's talk about her amazing little crown. This was gifted to me by the Dawnties. I adore it so much. So this and all of the Queen of Heart pins that you see actually aren't in my Alice in Wonderland collection. They are in my Villains collection. but I still had to show her because she's a huge part of the movie. This was one of my very first pins also that I ever received, and it is a little Alice. I got her again at the Character Warehouse. That is a phenomenal store, you guys. I seriously recommend going. Another pin we have is Absalom. Do we talk about his name in this movie? I don't know. I know in the Tim Burton one, we know his name is Absalom. And maybe in the storybook his name is that. Honestly, I've never read it. I'm assuming that they say his name in the book. That's where Tim Burton got it from. But does he ever have a name in the cartoon? I wonder. Next we have is this little white hair. And he's just so cute. Like, he's really different than obviously what the rabbit actually looks like. But I don't know, I really like it. I like how this has the card symbols on it, and he's got his little horn. We're coming down to our last few. The next one in that mystery set is, again, the hair. I just think he's so cute. I love how this hair is drawn. Next we have is Alice's dress. I think it's so cute. I just like how it's just so simple, but you know exactly who it is and everything. And then we have the Mad Hatter's hat. Now this isn't one of them that came from the mystery hat collection, but it came off of a little 4-pin pack. I believe it's the same one that that little dress was on. I think it's really cute. And our very last Alice in Wonderland pin I saved for the last, my absolute favorite pin. Not Absalom, absolute. It is the Queen of Hearts in the Haunted Mansion portrait, you guys. I love this series. Obviously, I love villains and I love Haunted Mansion. And I wanted to collect this series so bad. Like, you guys have no idea how bad I wanted to collect it. And they're old. How old is this? 2014. That's super old. And so I just figured I was never going to collect them. They're really hard to find. People are really stingy with them. And they're expensive. And I managed to find the whole set, which is amazing. And you will see all of them as the series goes on. You'll see the rest of them. But they're fantastic pins, and I adore this pin so much. We are moving now on to the very next movie, which is one of my favorites, The Great Mouse Detective. I love that movie. It's so underrated. I swear, like 80% of Disney fans don't even know what it is. It's crazy. It's such a good one. And Ratigan is such an underrated villain. It drives me crazy. So we're gonna hop right on into it. That movie came out in 1986. And again, I only have 2 pins. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, but they're still really cool pins. And again, I still wanted to represent this movie. So there are 2 pins from the mystery set, Heroes and Villains. The first one I'm starting with is the villain. Of course, this is Ratigan. He's so creepy. His little sidekick guy is so creepy. Like, he's such a good villain. I don't know why people don't talk about him. I don't know. And of course, with your villain, you need to have your hero, and that is Basil. I love him so much. He's so cute. And that, unfortunately, is it for my Great Mouse Detective pins. You know, it's July, and July it gets really hot. It's getting kind of cold all of a sudden. And it smells like crisp fall leaves. And, you know, it kind of feels like Halloween. You guys, can you guess what movie's coming out now? Or next, I should say? If you haven't guessed, it's Hocus Pocus. What? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking for putting it out in July. Like, you only needed a couple more months. You could have put it out in September, and that's still better than July. Fools! All of you! I don't know. But I'm not gonna hate, because Hocus Pocus is one of the most amazing films that have ever been made in the history of films. And I'm so excited. And I do have a couple pins, which I'm so excited because I just got them, I believe it was last fall. Yes, these came out in 2019. So these came all together, and you could only get these pins at a Mickey's Halloween party. I was so excited to get it. So first we're gonna start out with the youngest sister, which is Sarah. And she's flying and she's singing her little song, "Come little children." I'm not gonna sing because I can't. Then we're moving on to, I don't know, man, these last 2, I can't ever decide which one is my favorite. They're both my favorite in so many ways. But the next one cracks me up. And that is, of course, Mary. And she's riding on her vacuum which I think is hilarious. It's so great. I don't know. That's what she cracks me up. That's why I think she's my favorite. Just because she's so funny. But I don't know. Because, of course, Queen. The Queen over here. She's just awesome in so many ways, too. We, of course, have Queen Winifred. And she is flying on her. Look at her face. She's making this face. I don't know if you can tell. She's like, I don't know, you think she's saying, "Wook." I don't know. I love this pin. I love this whole series. I think they flew off the shelves. They were so hard to find. Luckily, we got ours, but I know a lot of people were looking for them and they were really hard to find. And that is it for our June movies, which is crazy. It's already done. I just felt like there was so much in June and then it was like 3, boom, done. That's it. Crazy. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed this series. And again, if you haven't seen the other ones, make sure you go check them out. The playlist will be in the description below. Thanks guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.